on getting my slides up, so I'll just kind of give you just a little background of my role at AIM. As Sam said, and Dr. Sondak, this is my 4th year to come and hang out here at Moffitt on clinic day. We love being here. I work with AIM at Melanoma as the Director of Community Engagement, and my role is working with the public, take a look at what people are asking, the questions that are coming up in the public about pediatric melanoma, or now melanoma in general. And then I bring those questions back to our team at AIM, and then we work together to find solutions to problems that individuals are facing in the public with pediatric melanoma or other types of melanoma. First, I want to thank Dr. Sondak and Moffitt for allowing me to continue to come back here, and then also for allowing us to do this symposium for the first time. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to start by telling you a little bit of my story and why I'm involved in pediatric melanoma. The first time I heard the word melanoma, I was about 27 years old, not a care in the world. I was watching the news, and they were talking about the death of Maureen Reagan, who was former President Ronald Reagan's daughter. She had died of melanoma, and I remember just being deeply affected by his grief and just feeling terribly sorry for this man who had lost his daughter. I really didn't think about melanoma again, or Maureen Reagan for that matter, for about 6 years, until I was sitting in a plastic surgeon's office for what I thought was a stitch removal on my 2-year-old's face for what I was told was a pyogenic granuloma. Sitting across from him, he confirmed that 3 different labs had come back with a diagnosis of stage 3B nodular melanoma. It was a 7-millimeter tumor, a really high mitotic rate, not something you expect to hear when you have a 2-year-old. But my focus went straight to Maureen Reagan, and that's the only thing I could think about. For a few minutes, I just sat there focused on the fact that my child had the same diagnosis as someone who had died, and that's all I could focus on. That's my little girl. When our surgeon sat me down and told me this diagnosis, I had no idea of what melanoma was. I didn't know anything. I was lost and confused, and we were sent off for treatments at MD Anderson, and I can remember thinking during her interferon treatments that I was not going to allow her to be another Maureen Reagan. I'm often asked what it's like to be told that your child has melanoma, and here's how I describe it. It's 3 minutes of gut-wrenching, knock the breath out of you fear, coupled with overwhelming sadness, and then it's a lifetime of strength that you never knew you had, coupled with a resolve to fight. And that's what our story is about, is how we chose to fight. For me, that fight took shape as a need to do more, to not sit on the couch and do nothing. And because there's only a few cases of pediatric melanoma a year diagnosed, around 400, I felt like when my daughter was diagnosed that I was walking down this corridor in the dark, like alone, scared, that feeling that you're blindfolded and there's obstacles in your path, and there was nobody there to really explain what was going on. And I knew at that moment that I wanted to be the person that turned the light on for other families. So very early on, I made the decision to learn everything I could about pediatric melanoma and then share everything I could about pediatric melanoma. I aligned myself with great minds, smart people, listened to everything they could tell me, read everything I could get my hands on, and then made the really terrifying decision to quit my job, walk away from my career, and throw myself headfirst into the world of melanoma. It's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. Hard, yeah, but the best, because I feel like in that role, I've been able to help so many people who were walking that same dark path. Now with my current position at AIM, I'm able to spend every single day helping families, just like my family, navigate this crazy path that they weren't expecting to have to travel. I'm able to offer support through one-on-one communications on a daily basis. I speak to hundreds and hundreds of melanoma patients. I'm able to help them navigate questions and get them some answers to things that they just aren't able to find the answers on their own. I help daily create programs that offer support to patients and patient families. I'm able to help them find the resources that they need to make a difference in their journey with their child with melanoma. After completing a year of interferon with 8 surgeries under her belt before the age of 5, my daughter is 14, and she'll celebrate her 12th year NED in January of 2020. She is smart, sassy, very kind, and she's probably the only teenager in the United States that can tell you exactly who Maureen Reagan is. More than that, she's watched my desire to do more turn into my career, and that has pushed her to be an advocate as well. To date, she's shared her story many, many times. She's addressed Congress 7 times for additional funding for melanoma research. She has participated in telling her story for stricter tanning bed regulations. She was part of the movement to get sunscreen allowed for children in the state of Texas. When she actually started school, they would not let us bring sunscreen on the campus, and now she can carry it in her backpack and apply it anytime she would like to. She has spoken in 8 different melanoma and immunotherapy conferences across the United States. She teaches sun safety. She's done so in 4 different states, and she is considered the sunscreen police in her circle of friends at school. I couldn't be prouder of her. She's really taken something that could have been a difficult situation and learned how to use that to the better of her peers, and for that I'm a super proud mom. Working for AIMatMelanoma has given me the tools to do what I love doing and what I feel like I need to do on a daily basis, which is work with other families and give back to the community. As a vital link between the community and the foundation, I'm able to listen to the needs of the community through different avenues such as social media, and then go back to my team, and then we can work together to find solutions for the problems that people are facing in the community. There's no way to quantify the amount of pride that I have when I get to say that I work for a foundation like AIMatMelanoma, because every day I'm aligned with people that have like needs and desires, and they want the same things, and the goal that we have as a group, as our team, is all the same, and it's to find an end for melanoma. When I share the story of our founder, Val Gill, who lost her daughter Charlie to melanoma, it just makes me so proud to know that we are all working for that same goal, and we have that same connection. Charlie's story and AIM's story is a daily reminder that I'm in the right place, doing exactly what I need to be doing. In the last 12 years, the research community has made huge strides in finding treatments for both pediatric and adult melanoma. Our belief is that with continued investment in research, we'll be able to find the cure. If you're like me, you may be thinking that you really need to do something to help, but you're not sure where you fit in or where your role is or what you can do to get involved. But there is something for everybody. When I started, I didn't feel like I knew I'm just one person. What can I do to help? What can I do to give back? Well, I want to tell you a few things that AIM has that will help you find a fit for what you can do to give back to the world of melanoma. AIM has a Peer Connect program. It's fairly new. We started it this year, and it's where we match people with who have had a diagnosis for a while with newly diagnosed people so that they can help each other cope through their diagnosis. If you're a brand new mom that's recently had a child diagnosed, we can match you with a veteran mom who's been around for a little while and can help you navigate that journey. Our Steps Against Melanoma walks are always looking for participants and volunteers. We have many walks throughout the United States, and hopefully next year we'll have one here in Tampa that you can become involved in. When we're pushing for legislation in various states, such as allowing children to bring sunscreen to school or stricter tanning beds for 18 and under, we ask for patients to share their stories with lawmakers, and that way they get a sense of the importance of it. You know, they hear stories and they're able to use those stories to navigate changes in the laws to suit our community. Those are all different things that you can do to get involved with AIM. And of course, the easiest and least tasking way to help is to donate to our research program. Your contributions are welcome and very much appreciated. This brings me to our newest research project that we're working on. AIM is seeking support to fund a pediatric melanoma registry, and Dr. Sondak will tell you a little bit more about that, but we do hope that you'll consider a gift to the pediatric registry. You can find information about all of AIM's opportunities to get involved, as well as the links to donate on our AIM website. If you're not sure how you can help, you can always reach out to me. My contact information is also in your folder, and I can help you find ways to fit into AIM's vast opportunities. Lastly, I want to make sure that you know about all of AIM's resources that are available to patients and caregivers. First, there's me. I'm the Community Engagement Director, and I will help get anybody involved in any way that I can. I'm here to answer questions that you may have. You can reach out to me via email. My telephone information is also there. You're more than welcome to call me. I'll help you get fit it into AIM for doing some volunteer work or to answer any questions you may have. We also have Melissa, who is our melanoma expert on call. She's a PA, and she is there to answer any medical questions you may have. You can send her an email, and she will respond to you with answers to any medical questions that you may have. Then there is our website. It is so full of so many different things. The Melanoma Learning Center has videos of our past symposiums like this. It has side effect sheets that tell you different side effects for different drugs that you may be taking. There's all sorts of information on our website that you can use to get information that you may need that may help you. I hope you use all of our resources and reach out to AIM when you need anything. We're always here for you. We're always here to help you. I want to thank Dr. Sondak again for allowing AIM to come today and share this information with you. I hope that my personal story will encourage you to want to participate in AIM, find ways to give back, find ways to volunteer. We definitely could use you, and I promise you it will absolutely make a difference. Thank you.